Hi everyone, and welcome to my very first video here on Tabrini Draws. I'm kind of excited. I'm starting. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a while just for art, and here we are. I figured for my very first video I would do a Meet the Artist. Basically this is a tag where people draw themselves and write a little bit about themselves, their likes and their dislikes, and stuff like that. And because I want to do this every year to kind of show my progress, not only with drawing myself, but also with where I am in my life, I figured it would be a fun place to start since I'm kind of starting all from the beginning here. So a little bit about me and where I'm at right now in my little artist journey, which is something that I will probably make a full video about later on, but 2 months ago almost, I quit a job that I was not very happy in. Basically, I was working as a store manager in a retail business, basically a discount retail store in the United States. And I had been there for 10 years, but I worked as a store manager for 2 years. And then I was an assistant manager and a part-time manager through most of my time there. But I was hired originally as a part-time minimum wage cashier, and I had just moved to the city that I live in right now, and I was kind of desperately looking for a job, and they were the first place to call me back. So it was the first job I took, and 10 years later almost, I have finally left it. I'm finally done, and now I'm starting my life as an artist. Right now I work a couple freelance jobs doing graphic and web design. It's not actually drawing in the kind of art that I really love to do, but it is a skill that I developed myself, that I kind of learned mostly myself, and it feels really good to be able to make a paycheck doing something that I like doing, that I feel confident about, that I'm just happy doing. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's sort of where I am right now in my life, is I'm starting over. My other job that I had, I worked basically 50 to 60 hours a week, typically. I counted on average the last maybe like 4 months that I was working there. I worked roughly somewhere about 65 hours on average. Some of those weeks were a lot more. Some of those weeks I was fortunate to work my minimum of 50 hours. I worked as much as I think like 78 hours one week. And yeah, it was crazy. It's really hard to try to pursue art and try to pursue the things that you're really passionate about, or even to have hobbies or see friends or do anything when you work that much. Like, it really kind of gets on you. And if this is your only means of income and this is your only way to survive, you know, maybe you can, but that's what you have to live with. But for me, I was actually fortunate enough to be in a situation where I was able to leave that job. And it's something I've kind of been wanting for a long time, and things just finally worked out where I could actually do that and kind of take a big giant risk in my life. And I'm really fortunate for that, because had that not been the case, I would have still been in that job. So yeah. But the cool thing about working there was that, you know, I was making a decent amount of money. I paid off, or almost paid off, all of my student loan debt. A lot of things are paid off right now. We were able to do cool things. Like, I was able to go to Disney almost like twice a year. So that was cool. And that was always kind of like a childhood dream of mine, to just be able to go to Disney World. And I did get to go when I was 13, but I didn't go again until I think 2016 or 2015 was the first time that I went since I was a kid. So that was really cool, and it's really cool to be able to enjoy it as an adult, because you can do whatever you want to do. Like, part of me leaving that job was that it's kind of given me a freedom to kind of really be myself. I really lived in a work uniform all the time, and I didn't really get to really express myself. And me being the way I am, like, I'm not happy unless I'm able to express myself and do stuff like that. So right before I left, I actually dyed my hair purple, and right now it's kind of like an ombre between periwinkle to purple and then pink on the ends. And I always wear like bright colorful things. I'm older and I should probably dress more professionally, but I don't really care. So I have this Lisa Frank shirt that I wear all the time because it's just rainbows and like happy, and yeah, I just wear it, even though I'm not a child, but I am a child at heart. So yeah. But so yeah, this is kind of like a fair representation, I feel, of what I look like right now. But due to that job and due to the amount of stress that I was in, I actually put on a whole bunch of weight. I was actually doing really good with losing weight, and then I gained it all back, and then I, lost some more weight, and then I gained it back, and it all kind of correlated to really stressful times at work. So either when inventory came up, or, employees got promoted and moved to other stores, and I had to rehire and train people, and then I went for weeks on end without having days off, and just crazy stuff like that. It kind of made my weight blow up. So I'm not really as healthy as what I would like to be, but I'm working on it. And hopefully by next year when I do this, I'll be a lot better. So some other things about me is that I'm from the US, my Myers-Briggs is INPF, and I don't really follow astrology, but I'm a Sagittarius. Kind of funny, but I get mistyped as a Pisces a lot. I don't follow that stuff, but I'm like, no, I'm a Sagittarius. I guess people think that because I'm really easygoing, I go with the flow, I'm really soft-spoken generally, and yeah. Some of my likes, I am really into theme parks. I live by Cedar Point. I go to Disney World, like I said. That's something that I really enjoy. But some of my dislikes is crowds. Lots of people stopping right in front of you, not paying attention to where they're going. And then one of my other pet peeves is sometimes I'll work on websites for things, and then we'll get questions that are easily answered on the website where people just want to be handheld, I guess, through something rather than actually looking at the information that is there and being like, oh, my answer to my question is clearly answered on this website. I can understand if it wasn't clear or something, but I get a lot of questions like that sometimes, and sometimes it can be a little frustrating, but it's never something I get really mad about, but it is kind of like a small annoyance. So yeah, the my bag thing is kind of a fun exercise because I haven't cleaned out my purse in forever. So I finally went through and cleaned my purse after doing this. I had a Snickers wrapper in there. I had old receipts. I have 20 lip products. I have Post-its full of doodles from my old job that I just shoved in my bag because I didn't want to throw them away. I wanted to take them home. But ultimately, when I cleaned out my purse, I decided that I didn't really need them, so I threw them away. I also keep my phone in my purse, but I didn't have it at the time because I actually had it sitting next to me charging. But for the sake of this particular picture, I drew it in there. And there's my crumpled up doodle that had alpacas on it. It actually had some of my characters, but alpacas were on it too. And yeah, that was kind of a fun little treat to see how badly I needed to clean out my bag. I love this particular purse. It's from Charming Charlie's, and it's a little backpack, and it reminds me of the 90s, and it's very cute, and I have a little Sailor Moon charm on it, and it's full of stars, and I love things with stars on them. Like, my shoes have little stars on them, and if you give me something that's star-themed, I will be all about that. And, some of my lip gloss here is, sparkly, and I don't know, I just really love glitter and sparkles. I'm just a magical unicorn. Don't judge me, okay? My wallet's from Disney. It's actually an Ariel wallet that I found in Hollywood Studios, actually. I didn't see it anywhere else in the park, and then when I went back later, the next trip, I actually found it, but it was slightly different, and yeah, it's my favorite wallet. It's so cute. And my rose gold phone, and my rose gold mini ears, and my rose gold charger, because I am basic. Don't judge, I am basic. I'm just gonna lay it like it is. I'm basic. And I'm 36. So yeah, here's me. Woohoo! All the fun information about myself. And next time I do this, hopefully I will be buff. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you will join me in my next little video, whenever that will be, hopefully soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!